What's going on, y'all? So I want to be a little vulnerable for a little second, right? So I'm always on here giving y'all a ton of information, value about how you can get to the next level, how you can, shape your mind and everything. But I'll be honest with y'all, lately for me myself, I have been stressed. I'm not the kind of person that usually gets stressed, but lately I've been a little more stressed out. And I want to use this account as a place to be able to just kind of dump everything, right? So I started a new business, and the kind of business that I'm in, I personally didn't want to do the kind of business that I'm in right now, right? So I started an agency where we're scripting, editing, and posting for people, and I didn't want to do something like that. To be honest with you, because of the fact that it felt like because I ran an agency like that similarly when I first got into content within the first year. And I felt like being a glorified employee, and I want to go back to that. But I knew that with what I'm trying to get to in the next phase of my life, that type of impact I'm trying to make and the kind of money I'm trying to make, that would be an easy way to just get to that next level. And I'm like, you know what? Regardless, I'm gonna take on that stress. I know it's gonna be tough. Maybe I kind of manifested it because I was already expecting it. And that's the situation I'm in now, where it feel like my brain doesn't sleep. It's always thinking about the business. It's always, you know, thinking about how to make things better. And it's been a little rough because this kind of business is fulfillment based, is done for your services. So you have to be on it with client fulfillment and a lot of things, just making sure, because if you're not doing something right, it's all your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hey, the client's not doing nothing, so everything is get blamed on you. Um, but and I'm making this video to say that regardless of regardless of where I am right now with this business, where it's a little stressed out, guess what? That's only gonna make me better. It's only making me better. It's only making me a better person, learning more skill sets, and be able to improve and get to the next level. Even if this is not the type of business I do for the rest of my life, whatever case may be, or I don't run this business for 10 years, whatever the case may be, it's going to teach me valuable lessons that I could then take on to the next position. And even though it's stressed out, like, I'm happy. I'm kind of like, I'm low key, like, I'm saying that now, but when, when I'm feeling it, it don't feel good, right? But it feel like, oh my God, there's so much, I don't even know where to start. But I know once I come through this and I conquer this, I'm going to be that much better. I'm going to be that much closer to my highest self and the best version of myself, right? I'm on a journey to become the best version of myself and keep improving and just keep. I'm like what I'm trying to do in life. Like what I'm trying to do in life is different, right? I'm trying to change generations, right? My family, the ones living in poverty back home and in my country in Ghana, the family that's out here. I'm trying to change so many lives. My family first, and then of course keep expanding. I'm trying to make impact with people I have never even seen. People who watching videos like this. I'm trying to make impact in my own family. I'm trying to change so many lives because I know that the amount of effort it takes to do what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna wait for somebody else in the family or somebody else close to me to want to be the person to do that. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna be that hero, essentially. I'm gonna be the person who kind of suck everything up and just kind of do what I gotta do, because it is tough, and to get to the position where I am, especially at my age, it's tremendous. It's major growth, and I'm already here. I just gotta keep expanding more and more and more. I hope that makes sense. But I have always prayed to be in a position, to the universe, to God, to be in a position to be able to help my family and break generational curses. Put my I mean, my brain is overloaded right now. Put my family in positions that are just unheard of. That like literally, I have some family members in back home in Ghana who I'm probably not even close to. Of course, who are still living in poverty. Like we talking poverty. We talking about no sink, no washroom. Really still getting water from the grounds and stuff like that. But anybody that's related to me in any way, shape, or form, I want to switch their life, put them in a much better position, and live like kings. Honestly, for the people that want to live like that and the want. And that's actually grateful for those things, not for the people who are ungrateful, don't want to put the work in. Like, and I'm not saying I want to sustain my family with my income. That's not what I'm talking about here, right? I'm gonna do that, for the more immediate family, but for everybody else, the more distant people, what I want to do is I want to put them in positions to be able to make their own money. So I literally want to go back home, teaching all the things I'm learning here. Like there's so many things in my mind, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna make them come true. Right? I've came this far, already, you know, literally have a 7-figure business at age 24 years old, and which is, what I'm saying, just leaps and bounds past what anybody else is doing, especially my family as well too. That I'm saying that to say that, like, God has put me in position to just keep growing, and I'm gonna just switch my whole entire family lives. Like, I'm over here. I'm gonna break down all the houses my family live in, actually build something nice, make sure they have clean water, make sure they're living comfortably, and then show them skill sets that they can actually implement to make more money for themselves and their family, and then just break that whole entire curse. I'm like, I'm in a position, I'm so excited to change tremendous amount of lives, and I'm so excited for that, to know that I can change my family life. I can put them in better positions. I can do this. I can do that. I'm so excited. I don't even know, right? And I'm saying this once again to say, like, yo, even though the stress that I'm going through right now with this business is put me in a position to be able to do things and expand and get to those levels of doing the things that I want to do. That, sometimes if you're doing something and you're in a vehicle, you're taking a vehicle that is not quite comfortable, right? That does not mean you disband it. That does not mean you get rid of it, because comfort is the enemy of success. I know this thing can get me to making $1 million a month. I know this thing can get me to making, $3, $4, $5 million a month, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I enjoy it. Regardless of what I'm enjoying doing it right now or not, I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm doing it for not just, selfish reasons, but also selfless reasons. And that is enough of motivation to keep me going every single day, knowing that, if I can crack this, and it's just hard, that's all it is. It's not impossible. It's just hard to really lock in on fulfillment and everything like that. But it's not making it impossible. There's other people doing it, right? So I can do it too as well. So just a challenge. And, I want you guys to know, whenever there's challenges that comes across you like this, where you feel like giving up, just don't give up, because you only fail when you give up. That's the only time you fail, right? And failure can be a lesson if you don't give up as well too, right? All failures turn into lessons if you don't give up. So that's all I'm gonna say, right? So yeah, and you guys literally can watch this right now. Watch this. Remember this is on November 3rd, 2025, right? That, mark my words, in the next coming years, right? Shit, mark my words. Mark my words. I will change my family life. I will break generational curses. I will do the impossible. I'll put all my family members in great positions, whether that's more close to me, more distant, it doesn't matter. All my family members, the ones that's actually willing to put the work in, I would say, right? The ones that's gonna put the work in as well too. I'll put them in positions to do so. Cause why give a man? You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man how to fish. You teach them how to fish. You feed them for a lifetime. Right, that's what I'm trying to do. So, like, literally, one thing I've learned, being from a very small, poor city, not village, but city, because I called it a village. My whole time a village. One of my friends back home, be like, bro, how poor do you think we are? I'm like, we're pretty poor, back there. But, what was I gonna say? So, lost my train of thought. But anyway, what I'm trying to do is, I really lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change all their lives. I'm trying to put them in way better positions. I'm trying to, oh yes, that's what I was saying. I saw in the Philippines, people are literally learning how to use AI, learn how to, be setters, closers, all types of skill sets that they're not teaching back home where I'm from. And I want to find people, talents that's overseas, that's already learned these things, and have them teach my people and my family, building facilities, schools out there, to teach them, educate them, and have them have the skill sets to then better themselves and get to higher levels, make money. Because even if they're making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, that is great money from out there. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to do. And I say this to say, like, I'm very stressed out right now, but I'm gonna figure it out. Not give it up. I'm really excited because I'm challenged right now. Right, it was too easy. I'm challenged right now, it has been. Like I'm saying it with, I'm just being optimistic, but I'm very, very overwhelmed. And I want to stop saying that too because I want to manifest that even more, right? But yeah, I'm trying this new morning ritual. There's the new morning ritual that I saw. That I want you guys to also do this with me. I'm doing this every single day for the next 6 months, or at least for the rest of the year, right to my birthday or so. We're gonna see how it goes. The morning ritual goes like this: you stand in the mirror and you speak your intention every single day, right? So you first start off with something like, I am the master of my faith. I am the captain of my soul. My definite chief aim guides my every action. I possess within me all the power I need. Today I will go the extra mile in all that I do. I attract wealth through service of others, right? Through service to others, my bad. I attract wealth through service to others. That's literally what I'm doing. I attract wealth through service to others. I'm servicing other people. It's helping me attract more wealth, right? I transform every failure into a stepping stone, what I just talked about, right? It's already being programmed in my mind, right? I am building success with patience and persistence, right? What I was talking about is going to take some time, whatever the case may be. My mind is closed to all negative influence. Always been there, done that, right? I feed off negative energy, I'm not going to lie, because I'm so closed off to it. I give thanks to this day and its opportunities. I act with decision and courage today. And guys, I'm telling you guys this because stuff like this is literally what helped me be in a position. I literally just at White Castle. I was working at White Castle flipping burgers. I was in Amazon packing boxes. My back was aching so bad. I remember like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I've been here for a week. My back is aching. And I'm a hard worker. Everything I've ever done in life, I go at it full force. I'm like, I'm going to be the best. I go in there, I'm going to be the best, right? That's just type of mindset. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to do extra. And I'm able to get in a position, have a 7-figure business at the age of 24 years old. And, going to scale to $100 million before 30. And I'm saying this, once again, literally a decade, 5 years ago, I was working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? 3 years ago or 4 years ago or something like that. I think, I haven't worked on 9 to 5 in 3 years, going on 4 years, something like that too, if not 4 years yet. But it's like, I stopped working 9 to 5 in, it was 2022 actually, so 3 years, 2022, right? And I'm saying that to say like, yo, I'm no different, right? I do work hard at everything I do, right? Book smart wise, I didn't have the best grade, had a horrible GPA, probably less than like a 2, you know what I'm saying? I had like 1 point something, I don't even know. I literally failed multiple classes. I'm saying this to say, when it came to the thing I was passionate about, which is getting this money, I was going to find how to do it. And I trained my mind. I reprogrammed my mind because people have been programmed to fail, honestly, with going to school, how the grading system telling you can't, get assistance from friends, all these different things. It's like, it's not meant for you to truly succeed and get to the top level, right? You have to learn, you have to unlearn and relearn, right? You have to unlearn and relearn. I have to realize that I have to brainwash myself. Some people have told me, yo, you're gonna do this, you're gonna fail, and not with the intent of telling me I was gonna fail, but that's what they're doing, right? They're not understanding how much power their words hold. When I'm like, yo, I don't care what anybody is saying to me, I know what I want, right? Y'all don't have the type of results I want to have. Why the heck would I listen to you? I don't care if you who. It don't matter who you are. You could be, a family member. You could be a close friend, best friend. You don't know. You're not in a position I want to be. I'm not listening to your ass. I'm not, right? So I literally had I don't want to mention who. I had some super close people, family members telling me, hey, don't do this. It's not really going to work out. Yo, like, if I listened to that, I would not be in this position. So I want to stress, I want y'all to, believe in yourself, get around people that's in the position. That's the only way you're going to win. Get around the people that's in the position. Listen to what they're saying. Nobody is in a position you want to be in, who actually want to help you, is going to tell you all this negative stuff. It's not going to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you got to be optimistic all the time, but I'm just saying, this stuff is just, you really have to unlearn to relearn. A lot of stuff it's not going to give you the best advice. It's not going to put you in a position you want to be in. But, I give thanks to this day and its opportunities. I act with decision and courage today. I am being the person I was meant to be, which is, really hits hard for me. And just repeat that 3 times every single day in the mirror, looking into your eyeballs, right? A gateway to your soul, right? But I can keep talking about this all day, y'all. But I really want y'all to work on your mindset. That's the whole point of this channel. Talking about mindset, the granular things. That like literally make my first 6 figures. So I went, test drove my dream car, had it a year after. I was working 9 to 5. Started reading books, Think and Grow Rich. That book alone just give me the mindset that I need. But it's a lot of things. Think about your why. Find your purpose. Everybody needs a purpose. Find your purpose. That thing is gonna drive me. My purpose was it's gonna work. It's gonna work. You have to have that mentality. I have to program my mind. Is it gonna work or is it gonna work? I had to sit there when I was broke, envision what my life looked like, and it looked like what it looked like now. I literally just at a in St. Lucia paying $2,500 a night for a hotel. And I say that not to brag, but to tell you what is possible when literally I used to make $2,500 a month and I'm spending that on a hotel, right? With no financial stress. So I'm telling y'all this because you can get to these points, right? You can get to these points if you're willing to lock in and just study all the things. Now, I'm not saying you need mindset, all these things, or you would never succeed because people win in lotteries, people doing this. But I'm telling you, if you want to increase your chances of succeeding at the highest point and almost guaranteeing your success, right? Or, having that higher chance of success is going to be, a proven system to success if you follow what I'm saying, right? If you do all this stuff, yeah, it's possible. But if you do this and you lock in, you have your purpose, you have your why, you're striving for it, you're learning, you're going to succeed 1 billion%. All right. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'll talk to y'all later.